Hello, and thank you for checking out Overrated. My name is Sujay, and I will be your host. I wanted to take this time and reintroduce the show if you're new here, and also talk about some changes that are going to be happening in Season 2. So first, what is Overrated about? Overrated is a film podcast where me, as well as a few guests, will be discussing what we like and what we don't like about movies that we watch. If you haven't seen our first season, I highly recommend checking that out to get a better sense of what the show is about. In Season 1, we did mostly serious and critically acclaimed movies, so in this season, we're going to have a little bit more fun with it. The theme for Season 2 will be meme movies. These are movies that inspired memes, or memes in themselves, or were just so bad that they became memes. As such, some of our categories have changed, so I want to update you on those since we'll be using these categories in every episode. Our first category will stay the same, Where Were You? In this category, guests will discuss when and where they watched the movie for the first time. Sometimes the experience that you have when you first watch a movie really solidifies your impression of it, so it's always interesting to hear guests talk about the first time that they watched a movie. Next, we have Score It, where guests will give their personal score of a movie using the Rotten Tomatoes scale, 0 to 100%. I will then reveal what the critics and audience scores were as given by Rotten Tomatoes, and we'll compare how our guests and myself personally felt compared to Rotten Tomatoes. Our next category is Let's Talk About the Plot. Here, we'll do a brief analysis of the plot, and then pick the most memeable moment in the movie. Next up is a twist on the Zuko Award from last season. Instead of choosing the character with the best character development in the movie, we'll now be choosing the most memeable character, the character that was the most meme in the movie. We've accordingly renamed this category to the Jar Jar Binks Award. Next, we have 5 minutes of internet trivia. Not necessarily a 5-minute segment, but I will be spending about 5 minutes looking up trivia to share, so. Finally, we have our last two categories, most underrated and most overrated. Guests will choose a scene, character, and aspect of the movie that they liked and didn't like that they feel like hasn't been brought up yet. And there you have it for Season 2. I'm really excited to see how this turns out, and if you like what you hear, please follow us on whatever platform you're listening to. Follow our Instagram at Overrated Podcasts. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe to our channel. And without further ado, you can start watching Season 2 with our first episode, B-Movie.